Hey, Tony Gas is here. Now y'all got to forgive me. I can't hold the phone up too high. Got a police in front of me. Headed to the office. Now I had to just leave. I had to drive an hour over to help my mom. Tell y'all about this now. Now y'all know I normally be talking about love and relationships. Now, but before we get into it, make sure if you have not grabbed you a piece of ownership in my YouTube revenue, the link is in the description. This is SEC registered, Securities Exchange Commission. So everything has to be done above board. So all of the details are over there on the site. So get on over there and get you a piece of the channel, and you'll be in there with me for the life of the channel. As long as the channel earning money, then you'll be earning. But just had to go over and help my mom because of a service issue with one of the company vehicles. She took it in, felt like it had a stutter. So they told her, oh, it need this right here. That cost $2,300. And they had something else, whatever that they fixed, that was $400 and something. Then she came out to the car this morning, and it's a leak by the tire. She see a leak. So she called them and she take it in. They try to say, the service manager try to say, oh, well, stuff happens all the time. It don't happen like that. If it was leaking, it would have already been leaking. It ain't finna just all of a sudden start leaking the day after y'all just got done touching on it and manipulating it. So this must be on y'all. This got to be on y'all. So he tried to give me a don't care attitude. And so I go in there and I talk to the general manager of the whole Mercedes-Benz place. His energy is totally different. Way nicer, way more understanding. And that's what I want y'all to know. You got to go to the source. You got to climb the ladder, and you got to talk to the people who got some power. But this the thing what you need to understand. And this especially for women, but this for men too. You cannot pull the race card deliberately, and you cannot threaten legal action. You got to talk common sense. You got to talk sense. You got to talk real. You got to talk raw. You got to talk direct. And you talking common sense. And so when me talking common sense, the man was like, man, I feel just like you feel. I get it. Like if I sent my mama in here, she in her 60s, and I sent her in here and she ain't got no leak, and then all of a sudden the next day she got a leak, I feel like you feeling like. And I told him how his service manager talked to me. And I'm gonna tell y'all something what you got to look out for. Be very careful. We are in a recession. They do not want to tell you, but this is the thing. If you work a job, you might not know we in a recession because you're not paid by the people. You paid by your job. So all you might could tell is of a recession is if you don't make a lot, and you struggling to pay your bills, and you struggling to pay like for groceries and all of that, because you see how much that stuff costs. So you like, hold on, like prices of stuff is going up, and I don't really know. Like for me, I work harder and I'll do more business. I'll extend my services. I'll extend my hours, and I don't get caught up in the price of eggs and the price of milk and the price of gas. I just got to work harder. And that's my mentality. Like, I don't, unless I'm buying a gift for my wife, I really don't know what the cost of nothing is, because I'm just like, if I gotta have it, I gotta have it. If I buy it and it empties me, it breaks me. I got to go do more work. I got to work harder. I got to pray harder. But we in a recession. I heard the president say that we got a new term called affordability. Affordability. They keep talking about affordability. And I heard them say we got a new term called groceries. And the cost of groceries is up. And I'm hoping that was AI, but that's what I seen. I mean, maybe it was AI, but I'm like, did he just say we got a new term called groceries? So it just let me know we going through something. My mama was just telling me about a lieutenant, a black man that ICE walked up to and was trying to check his paperwork, and he was like, man, don't approach me like that. You know, don't pump me gas. I'm a lieutenant, been on the force 17 years or something, she said. And say they were about to, you know, step down on him because he looked like a Haitian to them. And so now, for, I'm guessing, anybody they think look like a Haitian, so I look like a Haitian, they might come try you, ask you for, so here go people now walking around with their social security card, and it's like, what if you lose your social security card? Man, look at this. These things be moving around, they be hitting your car with all kind of rocks. My goodness. And so it's getting real out here, and I'm gonna tell you something. I did a little short about it earlier, but I'm gonna tell y'all, because I got a little bit of time. I got about, what, 27? Got about 30 minutes till I get to my office. I push my call back 5 minutes because I'm getting back to the office. But listen to me. Tell y'all this now. Tell y'all this. You got to be careful. You have got to be careful with everything you do right now. Any type of service work that you do, you need to sit. If you have somebody come to your house, your apartment, and it's something that they could charge for, you want to sit by them. You want to be right there, just kind of be talking to them while they looking at stuff, and almost like you letting them show you what they say is wrong. Because people could break something in a heartbeat and go to charging you. And then what you want to do is you want to talk to ChatGPT, and you want to ask it questions. So I already knew it was some funny business, but I'm gonna tell you what happened. I went to ChatGPT and I said, hey, my GLB 250 went in for service yesterday for a stutter. They did a diagnostic test, then they did a software update. I paid 400 plus, and then come today, it has a leak that they say come from the oil pan. What could have happened here? It says, a diagnostic test doesn't require, a software update doesn't require any touching of the oil pan. And it say now a diagnostic test, if they check the oil pan and if they check these things, then they could have taken off the oil pan cover and not put it back on properly, or they could have, when they put it back on, they torqued it too tight and it warped the aluminum. It say GLB 250 have aluminum oil pans, and it went through and it broke it down, all the scenarios, what is most likely happen, what's least likely. And the part that they say happened, they said for you to go in yesterday without an oil leak, get your car touched, and then today you all of a sudden got an oil leak, oil pans don't just start leaking out of nowhere. So something had to be manipulated, something had to be touched, and most likely they either didn't tighten it all the way or they over tightened it and they warped it. And so just me having that confirmation, talking to an AI computer that got all the data of this car, all the parts, It got all the information because AI pulls from everywhere. So now when I started talking to the general manager and I was able to use the exact terms and hit those points, he knew then and he understood that I knew what I was talking about. Because I knew what happened, but by me going to ChatGPT, it helped me get the specific words. And talking cool, calm, and collected. See, the thing about it is you got to do your cool down technique. What they teach in the group home. You got to do your cool down technique. Take your deep breaths. Count backwards from 10 so you could talk without your voice shaking, without yelling, without cursing, without threatening, so that you could be heard and you could be understood and you could speak truth to power. And when you speak truth to power, now they hear you and they understand you. But if you go to yelling, they get to say, hey, we're gonna refuse service. And so when I got ready to leave, I saw the staff over there in the sales manager office. And I just heard, I've never heard anything like this in my career. Or I've never seen anything like this in my career. And I don't know what he was referring to. He could have been referring to me. The sales manager, I got on the phone with him on speakerphone with my mama. And I went to telling him about what was going on, and I let him know who I am, and I let him know I don't play these kind of games. And he was like, well, we're gonna assess it and we're gonna give you a quote. I said, no, you not finna give me no quote, because it didn't come in here with no leak yesterday. You finna give me a fix. And so now here come the day I got to drive over there. I got to cancel 2 sessions, 3 meetings. I got to cancel 3 meetings to drive over there to handle this here situation. And now hour plus over there and now hour and a half back and stuck in traffic. And got to work in 22 minutes on my next session that I had to push back a little bit too. So they costing me time and money, and that's what they finna start doing to you today. Costing you time and money. And I'm gonna tell you right now, somebody got to pay. The economy is failing. Groceries is still high. Gas still high. Nobody getting raises. People getting laid off of their jobs. People making 70, 80,000 and still paycheck to paycheck. People making 100,000, 150,000, still paycheck to paycheck. 200,000, 300,000, still paycheck to paycheck. So, and it ain't about bad budgeting. It's about your cost of living at your income level. Because you get that income level, you're not finna live on Section 8 HUD housing. When you making X amount of dollars, you're gonna go into a gated apartment complex or a gated neighborhood, or get you a nicer house or whatever it is. Get you a nicer car because you want to reap the benefits of your labor, of your sacrifice, of your hard work. So guess what? You get a newer car, a nicer car. The maintenance on that car, when it's time to start getting maintained, it's higher. So now you got a higher maintenance, and guess what they take and do? Anything you got to get fixed, your roof, your AC, your fridge, your plumbing, they're gonna try to charge you 3x. You need to sit down and you need to try to talk to ChatGPT about everything that's going on and get you some base knowledge of what could be going on. So when you talk to the repair person, they're gonna think, they might literally ask you, did you used to do this work, or did your dad do this work or something? Yeah, something like that. Something like that. I'm smarter than I look. And if you got to say, give me 1 second, and you got to step back a little bit, give me 1 second, my family member texting me, and you go and you text Chat GPT, that's your cousin, that's cuz chat. Cuz, what up? And you text chat, boo, 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 what say? Hold on, my family member. Sorry, I'm multitasking. I'm trying to make sure my kid's okay and all of that. You text and chat right there, right on Chat GPT, and you getting your feedback. And you read through it, and it'll tell you, you tell it, hey, they said this right here, what questions to ask. And it'll tell you what question to ask. This how you use AI. Y'all talking about, oh, it's evil, oh, it's this and that. No, it's not. It is a computer. And all it is doing is pulling data. If you use Google, you using AI. That's all AI doing. It's just a faster, more powerful, robust Google. And it's like, yes, just people gonna use it for evil. You got to learn how to use it for your good. What the devil meant for evil, God can turn it into good. God meant for good. So that's what you have to understand. Because guess what? They're gonna be using it against you to learn different terminology and how they could trick you out your money and what they could tell you. And so Chat GPT is a double agent. It's gonna tell them what they need to explain to you to help you realize how this could happen, and it's gonna explain to you what question you need to ask them to help them realize how they went wrong. And you got to, whatever you need done, get 2 other quotes. And when you getting the quote, stand by them. So when they inspecting it, there's a quote that says, inspect what you expect. So if you expect honesty, and you expect transparency, and you expect integrity, you gotta inspect it. So you gotta be right there beside them while they looking at what it is, to tell you what the issue is, so that you can check them on that. You got to be there so you could check them on that, and so that they see. And when they seen a black man walking out the other day, head up, chest out, confident, they knew I ain't gonna play no games. And the thing about me, I go all the way to the top. If I got to sue you, I'ma sue you. If I got to call Mercedes-Benz corporate, Ford corporate, Toyota corporate, and tell them, y'all, if I got to call them every day, y'all need to investigate and audit this service department at this location, store number such and such, in such and such Florida, such and such state. Y'all need to audit this. Look into this here place. Get the right type of audit going, and audit these people. And you talk to them, and you get with them, and you let them know, hey, this what we need you to do. And you call them every day. I told the man, I say, listen, I done had businesses shut down because I have 100 people go put a 1-star review on that business. You got to get to the place to where you do not lay down. You got to fight back. Do not let these people take advantage of you. Do not let these people get over on you. And they're going to tell you that they don't care about what you can do and what you say you gonna do and who you is and what you got and who you know. They're gonna tell you about that. And I'm gonna tell you what you do. You take and you let them know. You let them know, like, hey, my brother, because I'm your brother. You let them know, my brother got 3.5 million followers online. If he send one message out, that could cost y'all $2 million in PR damage. You use that. Use that on him. Pull all the resources. This my brother. We got the same dad. Because both our dad is Jesus Christ. Now, if you know, and when I say I don't mean God. So, we got the same dad. We children of the Lord. So, got the same dad. I'm your brother. So you ain't lying. And you put that right in your arsenal when they trying you. And then you get that quote, you double check that price. And so here's the thing. They'll come out, like for example, they keep coming out when I get my AC flush. Cause it'll get stopped up, like it'll be like because the water flowing and the dust go to building up, you know, pulling the dust in there through the vent, and that dust go to building up, and that water wet it, and it'd be like almost like a little wet piece of toilet tissue sitting in there. And the more and more it build up, that water can't flow through, so then that water start to leak out from up under my AC and all of that. And so I have to go out and on the side of the house, and I got to do a little suction to pull it out of there. So here go this car getting over just because I'm sitting back some, because I don't like riding on people's tails. So he get over. It's like, sir, you ain't going nowhere no faster. Just because you seen that little opening don't mean we going no faster over here, sir. And so I go do that. And so one time I had the company come do it. So they come did it. They try to say, oh, well, you know, you need to replace this AC. Because you see all that mildew up there, you know, all that blight up there, you know, that could be going in your house. And it's like, I know that's a normal reaction. They calling it mildew, but I know that's a normal reaction. That's oxidation. And nobody in my house is sick. Different, we all sick now. Nobody is sick. Nobody getting sick. That AC blow good. It blow cold. It just need to be flushed. They flush out the line. It worked perfectly. It's blowing cold. It's heating hot. But they try to get me to spend $20,000. They've been doing this for years now. See, me personally, I got to get sick first. And you call it that mildew gonna make me sick. I got to get a little sick. If I ain't sick, well, I'm not, no, that's not mildew, because it did that on its own. So if it did that on its own, that means it's supposed to do it. Because, and all that is just oxidation. That's because that's a white thing right there. It's white. It's out here in the elements, in the dust, in the heat. The thing gonna change colors. So you ain't finna try to make me think I got asbestos. But that's how they'll do you. They'll try to come up with something, give you something, tell you something. And you know why? Because they want to make that money. I'm going to tell you like this right here. There are not any honest people out here in this service industry. When I say not any honest people, I mean 90% are not honest. So you got to realize that most people going to try to finesse. Most people going to try to get over on you. Most people gonna be trying to multiply their costs, multiply their services, and they trying to get over. They trying to scam, and you got to do your due diligence. And another thing, you have got to increase your revenue. You got to increase that revenue. Because you got to find a way to have as many streams of income. I don't care if that stream is $1. Because one day that dollar might be $10. One day that $10 might be $100. One day that $100 might be $1,000. Add you some streams of income. And that's the thing. That's why I say I'm building. Busting my butt to build. I'm gonna keep on building. And I say, hey, listen, you can hit your wagon right over here, get your piece of this here channel, and then help the channel grow. Watch the whole video, share the video, because now you a part owner in the channel. So help it grow. Don't just own part of it and kick your feet back. You got to come every day, search videos, let every video play. Let the advertisements play. Send it to your friends and family, because it could bless them. Let them watch it. Now you helping build what you part owner in. Then you find you another stream of income. Find you another stream of income. Create you a stream of income. and keep on creating streams of income. And that's where you got to get to. Because I'm gonna tell you, it's getting crooked out here. And I told a guy, I told the general manager, I'll say, your sales manager, I don't like the way he talked to me like I'm his field slave. I say, you in customer service. The customer always right. You, especially when you with a major corporation. You with Mercedes-Benz. Mercedes-Benz care about their name. They don't care about you and your little raggedy name. They don't care about your attitude. They don't care about your ego. They want you to swallow all of that for their name, because their name worth billions. So if I'm out here in the street and I'm putting smut on their name, they like, hold on, man, you got this man talking to thousands of people putting smut on our name. Like, hold on now. And then the people who own the dealership, they keep playing with me, then I'm gonna be talking about the dealership. Then I'm gonna be on the right outside the property, filming the dealership, talking about the dealership. Guess what? It's gonna mess around and go viral. So now the dealership like, man. So now everybody want to boycott us. Don't nobody want to come up here, because now we got people standing outside with pickets, with the picket signs, talking about boycott. So now people that we ain't even did nothing wrong to, people that like us, don't even want to come support us because of the picket sign. They just feel like it's too much drama over here. Thanks to you, because you want to get beside yourself when you talking to Tony Gaskins, and then look the man up, then see who the man was. Then realize that one person could mess around and decide to fight. And that's what you got to do. You got to decide to fight. Listen, it's spiritual warfare out here. So you got to use your mind, because what these people want to do, they want to cost you all their money so that they can line their pockets. They want to cheat you out your money instead of doing you a deal. Like, for example, my company, we building apps. It's other people. It's you talk to AI. AI tell you for what we doing, we supposed to be charging $40,000 to $60,000. We charging $10,000. And the reason be is because I know that there's scammers out here that's gonna be charging all kind of craziness. So I want to be able to deliver for less, to be that bright spot in darkness, to be the light at the end of the tunnel. And we got a lot of scams out here. So be what you want to see in the world. Do your business, provide your services for the least possible price you can provide your services for. And guess what? Everybody start coming to you because you could do it for that price. So people stop going to them because they trying to charge the absolute most highest that they can charge, and it's not worth all that. You charging what you can charge. What we got going on here? Oh, okay. We got the police with their light on. Hold on, I guess the police trying to get somewhere. I'm like, they ain't coming to get me. Like, what we got going on now, police? So that's what you got to realize and understand. Like, it's real out here. It's real. And you got to get to that place to realize that these folks trying to get over on you. And you got to be able to fight back. You got to be able to say, hey, no, y'all got to do right by this right here now. Y'all got to do this right here. Y'all messed this up. Y'all need to make this right. And I'm going to tell you, you'll have one issue going on with your house or your car or whatever it is, and you'll leave with 3 issues because they want to make that money out you. And they try to make like they'll never do bad business, they never do that. Listen, you can't trust these people. You can't trust these people. So listen, God bless you. Keep your head up. Get ready for it. It's coming. We got the link in the description. Grab your piece of the channel. I also am trying to show Gigastar 2 that we the blessed tribe, that we do business, that we build, that we able to support each other, share together, build together, showing something different. And so they could see and realize and understand, like, man, okay, what we got going on here? And so, hey, I'm doing everything I can. And so, listen, this life coaching. So we ain't just gonna be talking about love and relationships all the time. When it's a life topic that the Lord put on my heart to share with you, I'm gonna share it with you. So God bless you. Keep your head up. Keep going. We'll talk soon. Link is in the description.